Welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers.
We're your hosts, Mary Ann
and Ching En.
Please join us as we explore the journeys amazing people take in pursuit of their dreams.
And get insights from their experiences.
Let's hit the road.
And get started. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Formosa Dream Chasers. Today we will be chatting with Billy Wu Bingli, and Joyce Wang Ruoying from our very own Rti Academy. Rti Academy is dedicated to enhancing the professional capabilities of communication talents in Taiwan and training future talents in the media industry. It offers courses that mix theory with practical skills with a focus on innovation in communication and media resilience.
I met Billy and Joyce when they interviewed me for their podcast as part of their final project during their internship with the Rti Academy. I thought it would be fun to turn the tables and interview them to find out more about life of students here in Taiwan.
So here's a welcome to Billy and Joyce. Please say hi and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Billy and I currently a master student in NCCU, which is the National Chengchi University. I study in this new master program. It's called Global Communication and Innovation Technology. So for now, it has been fun studying there, and right now I feel the table has been turning because last time it's me asking a question. I don't have to think out all of the answer. So that's basically the short version of me introducing myself. Hello, everyone.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Joyce, and same as Billy, I'm also a graduate student at NCCU 政治大学, and the degree I'm taking up is also same as Billy, the Global Communication and Innovation Technology Master Program. And honestly, I'm very nervous now because it's my first time to be interviewed in English, but it's such a pleasure to be able to participate in this program today.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting us ask all of these personal questions that we will be asking you.
No worries. We did last time. It's time to pay back something.
Yeah.
We'll be nice. Don't worry. So first question would be, why did you choose to study communication? What drew you to that degree?
Communication. So I think because my academic path has been a little bit bumpy, I went to the art college, the NTUA for the theater arts, and then I just figured out all this thing is too tired. I need the rest. But I still got interested about people and the stories. So after that, I want to see what people's have been what's their behavior, what they think in the society. So I go to another university study sociology. During that time, I joined a news club, which is kind of my starter for my passion for communication. And I later interned at the local news agency. So it really opens my eyes and makes me want to tell the stories about the people. So that's why I choose communication.
Okay, how about you, Joyce?
Well, I actually study English, precisely English literature in university. And there was a long period of time that I wanted to go to graduate school, but didn't know which subject should I study in graduate school. And before I chose study the communications, I actually thinking if I should go to the graduate schools of translations or interpretations. But then I also found that communication studies is also interesting, and particularly the program I'm studying, the Global Communication and Innovation Technology, is relatively a program that focuses on interdisciplinary study. So I think it might be useful for me to come here to study communication and also develop other skills or other professional knowledge in other subjects. So that's
Okay.
why I came to NCCU to study this global communication and innovation technology.
I think we can keep it short because
Yeah.
we normally call it GCIT.
Yeah.
GCIT.
Yeah, I'm afraid we have to say it now like over and over again.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So now that we know what you're taking up, I'd like to get an idea, why did you guys choose to apply for an internship with the RTI Academy?
At first, I was looking for a domestic internship because in order for us to graduate, we have to complete, there was like 2 courses. One is domestic internship and the other one is overseas learning, which means we have to literally go to other country to do volunteers, something like that, or finding a job. So when I was looking for that, I already passed the deadline for like applying for Taiwan Plus.
Oh.
And yes, and sorry about that. But a lot of my former colleagues in the local news agency used to work with the former host here. I think it's Andrew Ryan.
Yeah.
Or Ryan Andrew, yeah. So he mentioned that the organization RTI that Andrew used to work with is a great place to go. So when I saw the email coming from our department's office, they sent us email say there was the opening for RTI. But at that time I didn't know it's RTI Academy. I just thought it's like overall RTI.
I see.
Yeah. So that's why I choose it. More like a demand basis, but also I think in RTI I can really learn something about sound editing and also the podcast or doing like audio show because I just in the very beginning phase of learning how to produce and editing the podcast. Because I used to work as the video editor, but I'm most focusing on the visual part and the audio part. Audio part is always the pain because I can never get the sound right and like adjust the sound into like a thick and clear qualities like many station or podcasts would do.
Okay, how about you, Joyce?
Well, so same as Billy just mentioned that the students in our program has to do a domestic internship, and so I was also looking for the internship, and then I got news from our department office saying that they have developed a new collaboration with RTI. So I think RTI looks really cool. Before I came here, I wasn't really that familiar with RTI, though I have heard of RTI and I knew RTI is very famous and it's probably the biggest radio station here in Taiwan. I come to RTI to be an intern here. I will learn a lot about how to make radio, how to make podcasts, because RTI is also a part of Taiwan's media industry. I will also be able to learn how RTI functions as a part of media industry. So I think it's really cool, and that's why I applied for the intern position here.
Okay, sounds great.
As I learned from Marianne, you are nearing the end of your internship, right?
Yeah.
So how long is it, the whole internship? How long does it take?
Around 2 months. Yeah, around 2 months because
Yes.
that's also one of the requirements for our domestic internship. Let's say the maximum is like 200 hours.
Can you share a little bit about what you have learned?
Well, I definitely learned how to record and produce a podcast because the last time before we interviewed Mary Ann, I actually done like once and maybe twice podcast, but it's just like child's play, you know. We just set
Just
up
for fun.
Yes, and really crappy microphones and things like that. We didn't even have the mixer. So at that time, just like that. So at RTI, I really learned how to do all the stuff.
Yeah.
And also I helped Ben, which is the supervisor of ours in the RTI Academy. I helped to design, that was the butcher for the Berlin
Forum.
Berlin forums.
The
Berlin
brochures, the
The
printed
brochure.
material.
Yeah, I designed the material and all the things on that.
Nice.
Very talented.
And also Ben, our supervisor,
Thank you.
also taught us like how to do a news reporting. Like if we are program hosts and we are going to deliver the latest news to the audience, like how should we
Oh, right, the voiceover
yeah.
part. Yeah, my memory.
how should we like if there's any special techniques while we're doing the news reporting.
I'm going to test you. Okay, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Techniques?
Like when should we raise our voices, and when
voices.
should we put the emphasis, like which part is the most important information that the audience should know.
Is this in Mandarin or English?
English.
Okay. Is it different from Mandarin? I'm curious because we always use English, right?
Yes.
So I'm curious, like, okay, for Mandarin, is there a difference?
I think there was like a tones difference for me, for my personal, because when I talk in Chinese, always use like a very high tone, but using English, I will like adjust my tone like lower a little bit. So that's my personal differences using different languages.
How about you, Joyce?
I
Did
think
you notice?
so, because while I'm speaking English, sometimes I can't control my tone very well. But I try to be as natural as possible, but sometimes the ups and downs are not that controllable for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I'm striving to figure out.
Which part?
Like, which part should you stress?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really hard for us, for us like talking English, we cannot always get like a right up and downs in the sentence.
I think even though we are quite used to talking in English with other international friends, but still like doing this kind of reporting or speaking on radio or on podcasts is quite different from a small talk with friends.
Okay. The next question would be, how do you intend to integrate the skills and knowledge that you gained from this internship experience to your future pursuits? Have you guys planned that far?
Yes, I guess so. I think I'm doing it right now because I just taking this new job for the Commonwealth English. They have this podcast show. So right now in RTI, learning this kind of things is really helpful for me. It's actually beneficial because, last week I went to their studio. So they just asked me to sit down and study recording and producing the show. I was like, oh, I don't need any trainings. I can just go for it. I was really freaked out. But having the experience like a child's play and interview with Marianne really actually helped me to learn like what do I need to do at this moment, things like that. And also because in the future I really want to be a journalist, so voiceover would be like a big part of my career. So learning how to like do the sound acting is really important for me too.
Wow, it seems like you have a very clear goal.
It's just in this phase I want to try these things. Maybe in 5 years I will have different dreams.
Good luck.
I hope so.
We'll keep in touch.
Yes, totally.
And Joyce?
I think in Rti Academy, I also saw the co-workers there. They have been dedicated themselves to promoting the this online training programs for the communication talents. And I think like watching them trying their best to promote this kind of training program is also quite inspiring. I learned a lot from them, like how to promote a training program, like how to interact with different organizations, also with different communication talents. So I think I will want to integrate this experience in my future job, though I'm not sure where I will be working. But still, I think it's an invaluable experience.
That's all the time we have. Don't forget to join us next week as we continue our chat with Billy and Joyce. We will delve into what their generation thinks about their future prospects based on current trends. Again, this is Qing En.
And Mary Ann. See you guys next Sunday. Bye.